Previewing Week 9 in the NFL here at SBR Forum Videos, and we are talking right now with Steubenville's own T.C. Williams of GameDayInsiders.com. I am the Upper West Side's own Peter Loshak. T.C. Williams, Steelers and Giants is the NFL game that you wanted to talk about. It's an interesting line. Giants -3 or 3.5. Totals 47 or 47.5. The Giants, of course, are rolling, but you wonder maybe are they going to have a letdown after the Dallas game? I don't know. Pitt's offense is, suddenly very efficient, and they're running the ball a lot better. I'm thinking maybe under, actually, but when I look at these lines, they look very, very tight to me. Giants -3 or 3.5, 47 or 47.5 on the total. If I had to make a bet, I would take the under. Why do you like this game?
I really think this is a sell-high situation with the Steelers, Peter. My number was at 5.
Mm-hmm.
The public's on them at about 70%. The Steelers are a good team to fade historically because they're bid at premium numbers. At face value, it may look like I'm fading them simply because they're on the road and haven't performed well on the road. But you have to actually drill down deeper than that. I'm shorting them because this team lacks maturity and mental toughness. I actually reside in Pittsburgh and I've seen this team drop 2 on the road after home wins against the Eagles and the Jets. And again, those were losses against the Raiders and the Titans in prime time. They get a win and they think they're your father's Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right. They're not?
Here's a couple stats for you, Peter. The Steelers are 25th in penalties committed and 29th in penalty yards per game. When's the last time that happened to a Pittsburgh Steelers team?
1975?
Probably so.
Yeah.
The Giants are number 2 in both of those categories. 2 weeks ago, Larry Foote himself admitted they aren't mentally tough. And you've got a receiver getting a 6 called back for showboating. The chief, old man Rooney, he was rolling in his grave, let me tell you. Mike Wallace has had trouble with his intensity. So it's really not your Steelers, your father's team.
Right.
And again, I live here in Pittsburgh. They're riding high right now. It's after just one game against RG3. Given it's RG3, but again, it was a rookie quarterback against a marginal Redskin team. So I look for somewhat of a letdown on the Steelers side. Maybe not so much against and again, it's a character play with regard to the Steelers and Giants.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. And we all know that, like, in general, you want to be looking to fade the Steelers anyway. And I made that mistake on the road. And I made that mistake earlier this year a few times betting on them on the road, and I got burned. So, yeah, I guess I'm just wondering, you don't think the Giants – I mean, that was a pretty intense game. The Giants rolled into Dallas. They wanted a win, wanted revenge. They got it. So you don't think that they might experience a bit of a letdown here?
It's possible. But then again, they get to go back home. You've got Coughlin, who's going to lay a lot of good Catholic guilt on him. Okay? And I also like the matchups in this particular game. Steelers aren't getting the production out of the nose tackle position that they normally get. It's critical with the 3-4. When's the last time you heard Casey Hampton's name?
1975. Yep.
Plus, I like how the Giants match up against the Steelers' offensive line. So,
all right.
I'm gonna make a character play again, fade the public, because I think the Steelers, again, getting a local pulse here. Even Tomlin was high on them yesterday in the press conference. So I think this team just reads too much of their press clippings, and they haven't faced a team like the Giants.
All right, I am totally convinced. Not sure I'm going to bet it, but I will definitely be using Giants straight up in the Heritage Contest this week. Thanks, T.C. Williams.